What is going on, guys? I'm back with a brand new series for the channel. More UFC content, but this time I'm going to be playing UFC Undisputed 3 or UFC 3 Undisputed. I don't know which order it is, but it's the last UFC game before it was taken over by EA, back when THQ made the game. I've seen a lot of this game. I've only started playing UFC since UFC 3 by EA came out. But I've seen this game played a few times and I've always been curious, so I booted up the old PlayStation 3. I managed to find a copy online, so I bought that. And I thought I'd give it a shot. I have played this before very briefly, so I've got a basic idea of what the controls are. But I'm not 100% sure, so I will still be learning on the job, as it were. But I'm going to start a new career mode as myself. I'm going to set the difficulty higher than usual, well, higher than I usually would, because I'm expecting to lose some. I'm not expecting to be undefeated, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this series. As you can see, I've just made my character now. We'll get into that later, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. Okay, so my character has been made, and now we just need to choose our fighting style. I'm of course going to go for boxing. It's what I have the most experience in real life, and it's what I'm good at. And true to real life as well, I'm going to go southpaw and switch, and I'm a left-handed fighter. So that's all done, and my character is ready to start their career. Okay, so as you can see, when I played this before, I've already done all the tutorials. I've got all the highest grades, except for clinch. I'm just going to do the difficulty test now. I'm going to do it off camera, and I will cut ahead to when we pick the difficulty for the game. I actually did much better this time than when I first played this through on my own. It's recommending advanced difficulty. I think before I only recommended experience, and I think that's what I went with. I'm just having a quick read through now. Obviously I can't go for ultimate difficulty yet. You need to complete the game first on any difficulty, I think. It might be expert, I'm not sure. But I only got a few fights in my sort of personal career mode. I'm debating going for advanced or pushing for expert. I think I'm going to go for advanced because it's not too OP, but I'm still expecting to lose. I think I lost a couple, maybe 2 or 3 fights in experience, so we'll go with what it recommends for now. Let's go for advanced. Obviously you can't change this later, as it says, and obviously that's just how how stamina works. Sorry.
Debuting in 2001, the World Fighting Alliance featured a Vegas nightclub atmosphere with some of the top talent in all of mixed martial arts. Future champions like Quentin Rampage Jackson, Rich Franklin, and Lyoto Machida all fought in the WFA before making their way to the octagon. An impressive performance here will earn you a ticket to the big show. Your professional MMA career starts now.
So if you guys haven't already noticed, this game has a lot of cutscenes, especially early on. Depending on how we're looking for episode length, I might start to edit them out, I might leave them in. It all depends on how we're looking for time in the episode. But yeah, we are ready to start our career now. This game has got a lot of features that I really wish EA would implement in their newer games, because these features just make the game so much better than the EA games, and it's worth the trade-off of graphics. But I will be getting into all those features and game mechanics that are missing in the EA titles that are in this game as I come up to them, guys. As you can see, Fox to make a pro debut. Newcomer Fox is looking to make an impact in the featherweight division. We're going to be looking for our first fight in the WFA. As you can see, we're in the career main menu. There's a bunch of options here, and I will be walking through them as we get up to them. But for now, guys, let's schedule our first fight. Okay, so there's going to be several things I look at. As you can see on the left, we've got a list of possible fights we've got. As you can see, they're all in the WFA. And I'm looking at the fight information on the right to see where I want to fight. I usually look at the ranking down in opponent info, but something I'm also looking very closely at is fight info. Look at the match type. All of these fights are for the undercard, except for this one, which is the co-main event. It is a fill-in fight, which means we've got less time to prepare, less time to train. It's very like we're a last-minute replacement basically against Alan Park. He's 16-6. It does look like we are the better fighter overall. He's got better standing kicks, clinch striking, ground striking, clinch grappling. I'm gonna assume Yeah, basically the same with defensive skills. I'm going to assume this guy is a Muay Thai fighter. Just judging by his stats, we can't see any history. Obviously we have no fights yet, but he's won, basically his 16 fights, he's won most of them by knockout, with a couple going to decision. And yeah, I was right, he is a Muay Thai fighter. As you can see here, we're going to go for it, but fill-in fights offer less money basically, because they're short notice, and we've got less time to prepare for the fight, less time to work on our stats. This game doesn't go on forever, or like a longevity thing like the EA games. There's only 48 fights in this. That's all we have, so we need as much time as we can to maximise our stats. As you can see now, we're having a couple of events pop up, which we can watch, but I'm just going to simulate past them for now. I won't always simulate, because we might want to watch one of these fights if there's an interesting event going on, but for now we'll just skip past them. And that leads us on to our fight, and we should go back to career main menu now, where we'll have the option to train. We should have a few options available to us, but obviously we will only have one action for this camp because we're taking a fill-in fight basically. We weren't supposed to take this, but Fox coming to WFA. What does this mean for the rest of the featherweight division? It means I'm about to put them on notice, hopefully, if this goes to plan. As you can see, we can fight now. We skip training, we just go straight into the fight. We can do training sessions to improve our stats, which is what we're going to do. We've got camp sessions, which we can learn new moves and stuff from different training camps. And we have game plan, which offers a temporary boost to our stats. And as you can see, there's different drills we can do here in training that are going to boost our stats. They boost our attributes, and they'll also boost our offensive and defensive abilities as well. Unlike the EA games, you can do these automatically, but you actually have to train for the fights here. So we are going to go for the heavy bag drill because I think that's a good one to show. I'm quite good at it. I can consistently get the most out of it. As you can see, it'll improve our striking, which is what we're aiming to improve overall. We are a boxer. And as you can see, we've got the option to do this automatically. This will just give us the average score of like 2 stars out of 4. We are going to go for manual and see if we can do better. And I'm just going to cut ahead now, guys, to when we get to the actual training drill. Okay, so we are in. As you can see, we've just got to hit the highlighted zone on the bag as much as we can and try and stay in that zone. You can see by my feet, which is about to change. There we go, switch, move round. Nope, wrong bit, there we go, throw leg kicks. The mechanics of this game are very different from the EA system. Like I said, there's a lot very different. Like the hooks, for example, you don't hold L2 to throw a hook, you have to push the stick towards your opponent. And I recently found out playing this as well. I didn't know this playing on my own, but playing this for this recording, I actually found out you can throw uppercuts by leaning the stick away from your opponent. This is not the best showing, honestly, of me in this drill. I usually do a lot better. I can consistently get the highest ranking, but apparently not today. My luck is not with it, but you get the basic idea. This is a heavy bag drill, takedown defense, I think it is, like sprawling. There's like a one where they roll the ball towards you and you've got to dive and catch it. There's a lot of different drills. There's focus mitts. It's really in depth, and like that, if you guys want to see that, please do comment down below and I'll be sure to include it in future episodes. But for now, yeah, 3 stars, definitely not my best, but for now I think I'll cut out and just skip to the fights. Something worth noting as well is the better you do in these training sessions, like the more stars you get, the higher your stat increase up to a certain point. So if you perform really poorly in this, you won't get as big a boost as if you got all of the stars. But that's training done. Because it's a short notice fight, yeah, we can't train anymore. We're going to get into our very first fight in the WFA now, guys, so I will see you when we get to the fight card. Wish us luck.
My first professional fight was in the WEC. I was against Carlton Jones, kind of a local guy there in Lemoore, California. He was a striker. So, you know, I was a pure wrestler at the time, so obviously my goal was to get him to the ground. I was fortunate enough to get him up against the cage right away, and then he hit me with an elbow, and I remember seeing stars, and you know, the first thing that went through my head was, you know, this stuff's for real. You better get him to the ground now. And you know, I ended up getting him to the ground and getting him to tap out due to strikes from ground and pound.
Nice little cutscene there about Shane Carr in his first fight. As I said earlier, guys, this game's a bit old, so it's all that time period with like Josh Koscheck, GSP, and that sort of time frame. But as you can see, we got our first fight, featherweight bout, with a co-main event: 16-6 Allen Park versus 0-0 us. Obviously, we're the kid from Birmingham. We've got a 1-inch height advantage. That's it, and we're actually under the welterweight championship fight, so we've got an inch of height and like 7 years of youth on him. We can simulate the fight, in which case our stat difference basically decides if we win or lose, so I think we would win that, but obviously we're not going to simulate that. That's the whole point of the game, so we are going to jump in the fight. We're going to duke it out, mano a mano. Hopefully we can come out on top. This is the hardest I've ever played it, guys, so it is entirely possible that I could lose my first fight. I could lose the first few fights. I honestly don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully it goes in our favour and we can make a name of ourselves, but I don't want it to get boring and repetitive of just win, win, win. And when I played this on my own as well, yeah, I did have a few losses, but all my wins came in the first round, and I'm hoping I can make the fights last just a little bit longer than that, so that's my hope here. So I managed to speak through the entire loading screen. As you can tell, it's quite a long one. We've got a 3-inch reach advantage, so probably stick with the jab for this one. Here we go for the fight, and that's another feature I get to talk about that I love about this game. That's touch gloves. Like I say, it's a time of when fighters had their own sponsors. Sat him down already. Let's jump on top, throw some ground and pound from his guard. It's past half guard and mount. Yeah, so we actually can customise our own shorts, guys. I'm just rocking the red ones at the minute, because everyone I've seen play this just seems to go for the generic black. And they never seem to add sponsors, so I'm going to do that differently. Okay, back to the feet. I'm looking forward to getting some sponsors, and oh, I think I've opened up a cut on his eyebrow already, on his right eye. Bit of a taunt there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to earning sponsors and displaying them on my shorts, on t-shirts, caps, stuff like that. Oh, nice duck under my hook there. Let's work the body a bit. Okay, there we go. Ducking round, throw some hooks. He is rocked. I know he's going to cover high, so I'm just going to absolutely hammer his body while he's rocked. And back away. I don't know why, that's just a habit I have when I rock them up high. I know they're going to cover up, so I tend to just use that opportunity to work the body, dig in those hooks and wear them down stamina wise. So you'll see me do that a lot. Nice slip by myself under the jab there. Let's just back off. Ooh, uppercut trying to lift me off my feet. Just back away. Nice body kick. Making sure to work that body. Got some nice redness on his ribs there. Some heavy hooks. Nice counter attack by him. Okay, got about 2 minutes to go. Tried for a bit of a clinch there. We try again. There we go. We get double underhooks. Let's muscle him backwards. Okay, now he's muscling me against the cage. This was a bad idea, honestly. He's much better in the clinch than I am, and as you can see, he's just wrestling me against the cage now. There's not much I can do. I can throw these little hooks to his body, his little knees, but not much I can do. Thankfully, the ref separates us, and we start again. Alright, let's light him up a bit. We've got less than a minute to go. Oh, he's rocked again with hooks, so we're going to dig in. He's doing a really good job of covering up there, and he does manage to survive. Oh, one punch knockout with the hook there. And that's another feature that I love about this game, is you can throw completely 100% unnecessary strikes when your opponent is out. You know, I'm obviously ecstatic. We've just won our very first professional fight in the WFA. Yeah, we were better than the opponent stats wise, but I'm very happy with that knockout. As you can see from this replay, we got a brilliant hook there. Ducks under a potential strike. I didn't realise we'd actually cut him on that side, but he is clearly out cold there. These follow-up strikes were not necessary, but that is something you can do in the game. It's not like EA's game where you can just punch and then as soon as they're out, it's over. You can be completely as violent and unnecessary as you like in this game, which is just amazing. And you can even, like, the ref can pull you off and end the fight even if you're still conscious. You can get doctors, stoppages. This game is just vastly superior than EA games, in my opinion. But there we go for our very first professional fight. Winner by knockout in the very first round. Less than 30 seconds to go in the first round. But it's still a first round KO. Our very first win. He's now 16-7. We are 1-0. You can see the stats here. We absolutely tore up his head. He didn't get a lot of damage on myself, but his body and his head was absolutely torn apart. 120 punches thrown, 74 landed. Just absolutely picked him apart. I can generate a smart highlight reel. I've done that a few times, but it takes genuinely like up of 10 minutes to save all that, so I'm not going to bother with that, honestly. We're going to exit now back out to the rest of the card. We can see how it's shaped up. We didn't get any awards for that. Submission of the night and fight of the night goes to the main event, where there is a new champion. Let's just scroll down. Who got knockout of the night? I wonder. Oh, the very first fight of the main card actually got knockout of the night. 11 seconds into the first round. I mean, I trust their ability then if they managed to get it 11 seconds in. That is very impressive. As you can see now, the post-fight information we get a breakdown of everything that happened, our win streak, how popular we are, camp loyalty, which will come in later, how much money we made, any stat increases as a result of our game plan, which we will get to in time. As you can see, like all those improvements. And sponsor information. By wearing your sponsors, you build up relations with them, and then you have access to more stuff. And we have a video.
Jon Jones' path to a UFC championship began in high school when he joined the wrestling team at Endicott Union in upstate New York.
Wrestling gave me a lot of self-confidence. It was my first thing that I can really identify with. It was me. I became a New York State champ my senior year, took 4th place at the Senior National Championships.
2 years later, Jon began studying MMA, making his debut at age 20. In 3 months, he scored 6 wins, 5 knockouts, and a submission.
I was going through fights left and right, first round knockouts, first round TKOs. By the time people were starting to realize, hey, this kid is kicking people's butts, the UFC found me, and that's why I really got to get on the big stage.
Nice little video there about quite a controversial figure these days, the youngest UFC champion ever, Jon Jones. Victorious debut for Fox. WFA fans impressed with the athletic rookie as he defeats Park by KO. Hopefully we can carry this forward into our next fight, guys. We'll schedule another fight now, I think. I want to get about 2 or 3 fights in per episode, probably less this episode, and this episode is probably going to be longer, just because it's the first episode, but every other episode I'll probably cut a lot of this stuff out and focus more on the fights. Like I say, 2 or 3 minimum per episode, I think. So going through again, I can see we've got 2 co-main event fights this time. It all depends where I want to fight. We've got Billy Madsen, who's 10-4. Let's have a look. We are better than him, just slightly. Or his opponent is 9-3, and we're vastly better. Again, looking like a Muay Thai fighter. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Billy Madsen, honestly. He's actually coming off a loss to Stephen Leclerc by submission in the 3rd round. This guy's won every fight by submission, so he's like a judo expert. This guy's a pro kickboxer with a lot more knockout. I think stand-up games where we're like most comfortable at the minute. I do want to get into submissions eventually, and develop as a sort of modern fighter. You know, I want to be good everywhere, but have a strong boxing base. We're going to simulate this again, but yeah, I think for now we'll stick with the stand-up fighters, because I feel like we've got a good chance. He's a pro kickboxer against a regular boxer, you know, what could possibly go wrong? You know, hopefully he doesn't head kick me and knock me out in 11 seconds, but who knows what's going to happen, guys. Let's skip ahead. I'll cut out training and that lot, and I will see you at the main card. Oh, and before I do, actually, it's probably worth saying WFA 10 fight added, Fox versus Madsen, and I'm apparently saying to the media, this is a great matchup, I can't wait to get in there and fight, which is very true. I did pick this fight specifically because I'm hoping we're going to have a good stand-up battle. I'll see you guys at the fight card. Here we are again, guys, co-main event time. We're both English fighters, I've realised, and in the main event, the middleweight championship, the champion is also from Birmingham, and he's also 8-0, so fingers crossed Birmingham wins it out today against Manchester, and I think Canada's the main event opponent is, who knows, but either way, let's get into our fight. England versus England, Kid versus Kid. That guy is stealing my nickname. I'm about to lay down the claim once and for all and say that's my nickname. This is no longer a fight about ranking or anything like that. This is now a fight about the nickname. I'm fighting for my right to keep my nickname. If I lose, I'll change my nickname. That's how much I'm willing to stand to my guns, as it were. Let's get straight into the fight. I'm nervous now. I don't want to change my nickname. I quite like my nickname, at least while I'm young, so... again, we've got a 3-inch reach advantage. We've actually got 3 inches in height as well. He's also only 23, so there's not much of an age difference. We're both going to be young and athletic. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Let's touch gloves. Oh, straight for that head kick that I was worried about, as I said before. I'm going to be a bit aggressive here. I need to back off, not waste my stamina. He did very well to lean back and stay away there. Okay. There we go. Get back in the pocket and throw those hooks. I think he was trying for a knee or something there, managed to stop it. Ooh. Okay, nice little combination, ended with a leg kick there. Okay. Oof, caught me clean, there we go. Okay, he's ripping on me a bit. This is a very close quarters battle. I need to back off here. There we go, work the body, gas him out. Just throw those hooks. I've got to work on my big left hook. That's my key advantage, I think. I think for my next fight I might go to a camp and see if I can learn some better punches, maybe. Maybe even some submissions, who knows. Right, there we go. Let's throw some uppercuts, see if I can stop him going to my body. He actually sits me down there. Thankfully he falls right into my guard. If he'd have jumped right on top and started throwing strikes, the ref might have ended it prematurely in my estimations, but I managed to get back to my feet. He's got me dropped, I'm backed against the cage, I'm a little worried at this point, and the ref stops it there. Oh, I think he's got a nasty cut in his eye. The doctor's going to check it out. Doesn't look that bad, I think we're going to continue. He doesn't seem too fussed by it, doctor says it's fine. We nearly had a doctor's stoppage in our second fight after he dropped me, so if I were him and he'd lost, I'd be salty. 1-2 combination. I'm not going to finish him. I could, but he was throwing up his hand there to touch gloves and I didn't take it, so I apologise. I put my glove up in respect. That was completely on me. I gave him some time to recover there. I shouldn't have thrown those strikes. I feel a bit bad for that. There we go. Let's work on that head movement. Couldn't snap my head back in time. Oh, I think it's actually busted up my nose. So I might regret it if he finishes me now, because I did have the chance to finish him, but I'd rather be honourable in defeat than cheat my way to victory. Let's throw some strikes. Ooh, okay, let's throw some leg kicks, see if I can get him to bugger off. Ooh, nice Superman there. Okay, he's lighting me up. My nose is busted at the minute. Ooh! That uppercut had him knocked out in a very weird fashion there. He face planted that. I'm not sure how much of my glove actually connected there, but yeah, that was definitely a very devastating knockout. He went completely rigid, absolutely face planted the cage there. Let's watch that replay. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. I threw an uppercut and he just went limp. So as you can see it, right hand uppercut. I think like my elbow caught him or something, and he just... Yeah, I'm not even sure my... I think my glove missed and my elbow caught him on the chin or something. He was just out cold. Again, some unnecessary strikes by me, but I'm going to blame it on adrenaline. So yeah, again, second fight. and we win it by KO in the very first round. Again, about 4 minutes 30 in, I think. Was that the exact same time as our last fight? I don't remember. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, roughly getting about the same time. But yeah, 2 straight wins in a row. Things are looking quite good. If we look at the stats, he actually busted up my head quite badly as well. 70% damage to my face. I mean, that guy was definitely laying down some pain. Definitely made me work for that victory, but I get to keep my nickname, and we progress through the rankings. Again, I won't make a smart reel because it just takes too long, so I'll see you guys back at the fight card, and we'll see how the rest of the card went down. Okay, and what do you know, we get knockout of the night. I'm not surprised, honestly. It was definitely a very unique knockout, I will admit that. I didn't see it coming, honestly. I think we'll run it back if we get the chance. Billy Madsen, I'm going to remember that name, Billy the Kid Madsen, because I feel like he deserves another shot. I took some shots at him I shouldn't have taken, and I just feel like it wasn't a good knockout. And fight of the night goes to the main event. We have a new middleweight champion, and unfortunately it wasn't on Birmingham's side all night. Canada now has the belt, and my boy Mark Barnett is now 8-1, his first loss in his professional career against Wes Dirty Turner. Let's hope Wes wasn't fighting too dirty this night, and let's hope he got it legitimately. Sorry for my Birmingham buddy, but hopefully he can pull a win back soon. That being said, I will probably never ever see him again. Probably. As you can see, not much change. We're now on a 2-fight win streak. We're 2-0 now. No game plan, not wearing any sponsors yet other than my own custom sponsor, but doesn't actually add anything to the campaign. It's just me being cheeky and throwing just a little symbol with Fox on my shorts, which were different in this fight. If you didn't notice, I decided to mess around with that a little bit, give myself some proper boxing shorts. But speaking of sponsors, we have now unlocked 4 new sponsors. They will pay us if we wear their merch. We have MMA Elite, the Gun Store, the UFC Store, and Microtech. So these are all sponsors who have approached us, who are willing to pay us per fight if we wear their branding on our fight shorts, on a t-shirt, on a hat. As long as we have their symbol somewhere, they will pay us, basically. Madsen loses by KO. He says nobody likes to lose by knockout, but my hat's off to Fox. He's a great fighter. Thank you very much, Madsen. We will definitely run it back if we get a chance. Guys, I'm going to call it there. We're nearly at half an hour long for the video. Next time, hopefully the videos will be a lot shorter and there'll be more fighting, so stay tuned for that. If this goes down well, hopefully I'll make more of these quite quickly. I'm in full-time work now, so I can't make videos as fast as I used to, but I'm hoping I can at least start focusing again on making videos now that my uni work is done. But getting off track here, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. If you didn't, by all means feel free to leave a dislike. If you've got any tips or tricks from experience of this game, or anything you want me to try, please do leave it in the comments down below, and make sure you comment whether you think I should leave the training sessions in, or if I should just cut them out and focus on the fights. I'm going to leave that completely up to you guys. I'll even make a poll on Twitter, because why the hell not. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already, by the way. Make sure you subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.